Yes.
Yeah, Kentucky started the game 11 of 13 from the field, and then in the second half shot 61% from the field. I guess just defensively, just what needed to be better, or was it just kind of Kentucky getting good looks?
Two things happened, and you can talk shooting and all that one. They out-toughed us. The thing we talked about rebounding, they out-rebounded us by 9-10 rebounds. And we said, you're not winning the game unless you do that. And then throw on top of it, we didn't make free throws again. I mean, we shot air ball from the what? I mean, so when you get in this kind of game and you get rattled a little bit, that's the kind of stuff that happens. Then the stuff in the end, it's a tie game. We get a tensional or a technical foul, and all of a sudden they get 4 in the ball, and then they tip out a ball. I mean, wait a minute. It was a tie game. And it was a tie game from where we were up 4, ready to go. And so we just got a lot of stuff to learn, but give them credit. This was Kentucky coming in more desperate than us and played way rougher than we played and came up with balls that we just didn't come up with, including our guards. I mean, when you talk about all our guard stuff, our guards got like 1 rebound. Can't be that way.
John, what do you think? You mentioned the technical already, but the emotions of this game, the technicals. I mean, do you think maybe your team let the emotion get to them a little too much there tonight?
When they got the physicalness of the game, they did some things. They didn't respond the way we've talked, and I knew the game was going to be physical. I told them, and it may be a little chippy. And I said, but you cannot get a technical or do something that costs us a game, and it's exactly what happened. And I talked about it. But, it's a great lesson. These games, you're going through a season, there's stuff that happens. We shoot 49%, almost 50%, but we're 3 for 14 and 60% from the line. Well, then you're not going to win. I mean, you're not. And I met with Carter after because I told him we're not winning without you playing. But Billy is playing with so much emotion and passion, he deserves to be on the floor, which may mean I got to play both of them because Carter is a terrific player, but when you're getting beat the balls and Billy goes in and rebounds and does stuff and all that, I'm not going to cheat Billy. But, we need him to win. We won one of our better games, but you got to give them credit. They made us play a certain way. We didn't have a whole lot of turnovers. But you got to make some shots. That's the crazy thing about this game. And we had been doing that. We didn't do it tonight.
Aside from that technical and them getting those 5 points, what else kind of prevented you guys from maybe landing a knockout punch when you went up 4 and had the building rocked?
I watched the tape, but my guess is there was a rebound, there was a foul, there was some things and all of a sudden it's a tie game. But I'll have to watch the tape because when we got up 4, I was feeling real good. Then all of a sudden it's foul, 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 whether we were grabbing or whatever we were doing. But
Had kind of a rough showing tonight. Had no points, no rebounds. What was Kentucky doing to slow him down, and what more does he need to do for you?
Well, there's one of his better games, but I love the kid. I've enjoyed coaching him, but he's got to give us more. He's got to give us more, and it's mainly defending and rebounding and flying up and down the court. We throw him lobs and all that stuff. Trying to get Malik Ewan to get going, which stole some of his minutes, and Malik started playing pretty well and rebounded, so we left him in. I mean, some of it's like the way the game plays out. But I haven't lost any faith in Nick, and like I said, I really have enjoyed coaching him.
Yeah, this is a 3rd game that you said a team has played more desperate than you guys. Do you think one like this is, your team now understands it, now can get over that? Or
We'll see.
Free throw shooting and 3-point shooting, struggling a little bit again with that. How do you go about fixing that?
You got to make shots. And again, Why didn't we shoot more? We could have, but we were getting to the basket and doing stuff. The issue became we weren't making free throws. There are some games we'll shoot 25 threes, and there'll be other games, hopefully it'd be more than 14. But, when you talk about the number of shots that we took, like to get more, like to play faster. Someone said, what about the transition? If you don't rebound and they're making 60% of their shots in threes, and then the ones they miss rebound, hard to run. They're all made goals. So give them credit, though.
Cal, Darius obviously got into a rhythm in the second half. What did you see from Kentucky's defense on him in the early going, specifically Oweh, to kind of limit him?
I thought the kid missed a lot of open shots, which is unusual for him, and then he missed free throws. What? So I don't know if, this has been much. Like, he has had such a fabulous season. Maybe it's piling up. I don't think so, because he's not that kind of kid. But, like, there were plays that he missed that I'm like, how did he miss that? Then the free throws. I mean, I don't think they have a defense for free throws, but he missed those. And I'm like, what? I think one of them was a front end 101, I believe. But, like I said, he is really good, Malik Thomas. And I didn't play DJ as much as I would have liked. Probably should have got Darius out of there a little bit more than I did. But at the end, I was just trying to keep the game close so we had a chance to win.
Coach, you know better than anybody. What's some sort of advice you give to Mark Pope as he deals with the roller coaster season and laying off criticism?
I think he's doing a terrific job. I've said it. When you struggle and then you get your team playing right, it means you're coaching. I think he's doing great. I think he's the right guy for that job. Beat us. And it's kind of like my team went in last year was more desperate than his team. This year, his team came in here more desperate than my team. But, yeah, I don't give advice to other coaches. I'm struggling myself, so.
Cal, you offered Malachi in high school. How much have you seen him grow over the years since?
Really got better. Really impacts the game. He's going to be a good player.
Cal, Otega routinely gets 15 or 20 points a game, but a lot of times he's not the most efficient player from the field. But today, that's the highest he shot against an SEC team.
Who are you talking about?
Otega Oweh. And I just didn't know, do you feel like you guys played him well and he just was making shots, or do you feel like that you guys didn't do enough to kind of
We've got to get better defensively. I mean, we're one of those teams that, 2-point field goal percentage now, we are really good at it too. Our 2-point field goal percentage is like the best, but we're giving up 2-point field goals, and that's where he hurts you. So we'll continue to work on it, look at the film and say what else can we do. I mean, I like the fact they went zone and it had no effect on us. There were things that happened, but still defensively, like there were plays they drove and my big guy didn't try to block it. He just, you got to go block those. And the biggest thing that, what's happening for them is their offensive rebounding. So they shoot a shot, they may not make it, but they go get it. Last question.
Cal, after a game like that, do you like having a week off before you go to Starkville next Saturday, or would you rather have a game in the midweek?
Probably 2 weeks off after that. No, it comes at a good time. It would have been better after a win to regroup, but I'm going to give them 2 days off, whether we won or lost. I was doing that, so Sunday, Monday they'll be off. Then we'll start practicing next week. But it's, that when you get a break in the season, normally your team needs it, and we'll regroup. I like my team. I mean, we've had some stinkers like this. We've had 3 or 4 of them. But then there's other times you look at us and you're like, we can beat anybody. So we just got to get back in that. And then there's some things defensively we got to, figure out. So appreciate it. Thanks, folks.